Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. This is another client transformation look. My client requested a nude cut crease for her birthday and trust us to slay. She was actually particular about this look and she showed me an inspo. Now I cleansed the skin, applied the Charlotte Tilbury moisturizer and the Skin Aqua sunscreen. I'm also going to be using the Meron skin prep because she's got an oily skin and I created this look in summer, I think in June 2025 guys. After applying the Meron, I'm going to be using the NYX mattifying primer and going in with the Skinidivia setting spray. Next up is foundation application. I'm going to be mixing two shades, which is the NARS Soft Matte Foundation and the Huda Beauty Foundation. Can you guys see that match? I love it. So as you can see, I am using my brush to blend this foundation. If you want full coverage, I'll advise that you use a brush like this and then do it in a tapping motion. But if you don't want full coverage, you can now swirl and then or just swipe back and forth. There was no need for me to color correct because obviously I'm using a full coverage foundation. But if you're not using a full coverage foundation and you need to cover up, then you can definitely color correct by using either a concealer or a color corrector, peach, red, or a darker shade of concealer. After blending, I'm going to go in with Huda Beauty liquid blush. I'm going to blend this into the skin and also apply the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. This is one of my favorite concealer. It just works all the time for me, especially when I'm going full coverage. As you can see, I'm mixing with my foundation. The reason I'm mixing with my foundation is because I like the consistency that it gives. The kind of makeup artist that will mix everything. I don't just take one product and then just stamp it on the face. I like to mix things around. Just think of it as an artist that would mix different colors to create like a unique texture, base, color. That's the kind of artist or makeup artist that I am. Now I'm really going to be blending this into her skin. After blending, I'm going to go in with two shades of the Kosas powder. I love this powder so much and I'm going to be applying it all over the face before actually using the Huda Beauty loose powder to bake. I've talked about this powder in my previous video, but just for clarity's sake and for people that are just joining us, this particular Kosas powder is a mixture of I would say it's a mixture of a foundation powder and a mineralized powder mixed together, and that will give you like a baked powder. So it's full coverage yet gives that mineralized skin finishing. It blurs the skin, but it's very subtle. It's soft as well. I absolutely love it. Like, it's my go-to powder when I want that soft blood look. Another powder that I actually like is the new Easy Bake Pressed powder. They're not the same kind of powder, but that one is also good as well. Now, after applying the Kosas powder, I'm going to be using the Gucci bronzer on her face and then going in with this Beauty Bay blush. If you're an OG on this channel, you will always remember this blush. This is like one of my favorite shades of blushes, the Coral blush. Now we're going to be applying the Huda Beauty loose powder to bake. Remember, she has oily skin and I created this look in summer 2025, June 2025 actually. And as you know, Dubai is always hot around that period of time, so there was need for me to bake like this. Now after baking, I'm going to be fixing up her brows. As you can see, she has full brows, so all we just need to do is to fill in the brows. Looking back now, I kind of feel like maybe I should have filled in less, but all the same, the look came out so good. My client loved it and I also love it. But you know, as you grow and your technique changes, you start seeing things that you could have done better. I'm actually very self-aware, especially when it comes to my crafts. I am like my worst critic. So after filling in the brows, I'm going to be concealing and defining the brows. I'm using both the concealer and the foundation. So when you want to conceal your brows, you go 1 or 2 shades lighter, especially at the bottom, and then at the top, if you must conceal, you have to use a foundation or a concealer that is 1 shade darker or the exact foundation or concealer. This will help to avoid flashback or unevenness on the skin. Now after blending, I'm going in with the concealer to act as a base and also to even the eyelids. I'm also going to be using the Gucci bronzer as more like a contour for the nose. I actually don't like using actual contour to contour the nose or the face. I feel like sometimes it can come off as muddy or too dark. I don't know, it's just me. If you're confused as to what contouring and bronzing means, let me just explain it. So in simple terms, bronzing gives more like a warmth finish on your skin, and then contouring gives a more defined finish on your skin. Contour leans more towards neutral tones, cool tones, whereas bronzing leans more towards warm tones. Now we're on to the eyes. I'm just gonna let you guys watch how I create the eye, and then if I have to chip in, I would definitely chip in. I'll be right back. Cut crease was the very first type of eyeshadow I learned when I was learning how to do makeup back in 2015. So this is like the easiest way to learn how to cut your crease. Place the concealer, the eyeshadow base on the eyelid, the middle of the eyelid. Tell the client to look up, or you look up, and then wherever the base or the concealer touches, that is the exact point you cut your crease. Now start cutting from the middle to the right and then to the left. If you're going to be cutting an half cut crease, semi-cut crease, an angled or curved cut crease, yes, do the same step. This technique has helped me a lot, and it's quite easy for me to create a cut crease look in like a jiffy. I'm using a Lemon Veil eyeshadow palette, and this eyeshadow palette is actually very, very good. Now, you remember I told you my client was actually particular about this look. So I was just showing her like, okay, did I get it right? Should we move forward? You like it? Yeah. I'm that kind of makeup artist that would put you along the entire process because of past experiences. I don't want issues. I don't want a situation whereby when I'm done and you're like, oh my god, I don't like my makeup. So yeah, I would give you a mirror. I don't mind. Now we're going to be using the Flairbywinnie Beauty lashes. We have different styles to suit your personality. Now this client likes long full cat eyelashes, and that's what we give her. This is from the Flairbywinnie Beauty lash brand, guys. I completed the remaining part of the eye look off camera, guys. I'm using the MAC Chestnut lip liner to line our inner line because she doesn't want it black at all. After that, I'm going to be using the Gucci bronzer just to smudge the under eyes. Now I'm going to be using the MAC lip liner in Cock. Guys, I cannot remember the lipstick that I used, but trust me, you can use any soft pink or peach lipstick and it will still work. for this lip that I've actually achieved. Now I'm going to be finishing up this look. I'm just blending, adding everything I need to add, and I'm also going to be spraying the Milk Hydrating Spray, because as much as we want it to look mattifying, we also want it to look hydrating. I'm spraying the One Size Setting Spray and the Benign Spray just to hold everything together. Long lasting check, waterproof check, everything is on point. I'm finishing up, and this is the final look, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you next week.